And welcome back to Cracking the Coding interview number 5. So today we're going to talk about the same problem we talked in Cracking the Coding interview number 4, which was hashtags as backspaces, but we're going to improve our solution using stacks. So here's the statement of the problem. And I know I had to upload this video a long time ago because the original idea was to show you this code here, and in the next video, that means this video, show you how to simplify this code here by using a stack. Okay, so we already talked about stacks in Cracking the Coding interview number 2, but if you don't remember, I'm going to explain once again what are stacks in Python. Okay, so why this code is inefficient? Okay, so this code is inefficient because of this line and this line here. Every time you are slicing this result string, you are creating a new string. And here, by the same reason, you are creating a new string object. So that's not efficient because we don't want to create new things on runtime. So we're going to delete all of this code, and here we're going to create an empty list. Okay, so I told you that we were going to use stacks, but I'm going to use a list. So what's the difference here? So in the documentation of Python, you can find that in order to implement a stack, you can in fact use lists. But lists are not exactly stacks. Why? Because lists are more flexible. So you can, for example, insert items at the beginning of the list. So that's something you can't do with a stack because a stack is a last in, first out data structure. So you append something, and when you pop something, the last thing you appended is what is going to be popped. So I know that lists also have this append and pop method, and that's why they are sometimes confused as stacks, but they are not exactly the same. You can implement your own stack class by using lists, and in fact that's very simple. And here we're not going to do that. We're just going to use the append and the pop method from list. Okay, so we're going to again iterate through the string for character in string. And if we meet a hashtag, so here, we are going to pop the last element we appended, else we're going to append the character. So as simple as that. So pop pops the last element of the list, and it does so in constant time. Sorry. And append, well, you know what append does. It also appends a new element in constant time, so in O1. And as you can see, the code is extremely simplified, and now it runs the same. Okay, so as I told you in Cracking the Coding interview number 2, so here I'm going to put number 2, we use the stacks to implement queues. And let's now talk about the time and space complexity of this little function here. So time complexity is O(n) because we are iterating once through each character of the string, and space complexity is also O(n) because in the worst case, this string does not contain um, any hashtag, so we are going to append all characters in this result list or stack. So that's why it's also O(n). So that's everything. I wanted to make this video as soon as possible, and now here it is. So don't forget to subscribe. We're going to do a whole lot more coding problems that are interesting. And also check out my courses on Udemy. I recently launched a new course which is called um, Advanced Python Skills to become a better Python developer. So see you in the next video.